Hello, everyone. So today I would like to talk a little bit about some basics of pronunciation and spelling. If this is really basic for you, you don't have to watch it. You might learn something. You might learn how we talk about some of these things, which can make it a little bit easier to understand explanations and to explain these things to your children, your friends. If you don't have children or friends, to explain them to strangers on the bus, stuff like that. All right. What I'd like to talk about then, to begin with, it's going to be very basic, but it's just the sounds of the letters in English. You know, people are going to ask you to spell stuff sometimes. They're going to say, how do you spell your name? How do you spell this? How do you spell that? Now, especially if you're a Spanish speaker or a Latin-based language speaker, there might be confusion sometimes with letters like E and I and A. Um, people, you tell people A and they write down A as an apple when you meant A as in what we call E. You say E, and you mean I as in internet, but they write down E as in excellent and handsome Paul. All right, so just really quickly, the vowels in English, when we're talking about what they're called, we pronounce as A, E, I, O, U in that order. All right. I will go through the whole alphabet really quickly. I know it sounds crazy, but it's good to notice also that we don't use exactly the same pronunciation for everything as all native English speakers do. In American English, we don't have Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Notice also that we call the W, W, and not double V in English. All right. Okay, the reason that was important is not because you don't know the alphabet. Of course you know the alphabet. The reason it's important is for something we're going to explain in a moment, okay? So when we talk about long vowels in a moment, we'll talk about the sounds there. Okay, so let's take a brief detour. I know it's not a good idea to jump around like this, but I'm going to, because I want to talk about something that might confuse some people. The note up here that sometimes Y can be a vowel. All right. Now, keep in mind that what we're talking about is sounds. Okay, so Y can represent a Y sound, a vowel sound sometimes. Okay, so most of the time when it begins a word, that's not what's happening. Yard, yacht, your, that's a consonant. Remember, consonants are letters, the 21 letters in English that are not vowels. In a word, though, like city, family, entry, Y is making a vowel sound. In some cases, it makes a long I sound, as in cry, try, fry, and sometimes it makes a long E sound, as in city, family, ugly, pretty. Okay, that was our detour there. Let's go back now to what I want to focus on primarily. Long and short vowels, okay? So in some languages, which I appreciate very much when I'm learning languages, you just have vowels, not long, not short, vowels. You might have diphthongs or other combinations, but the vowels are vowels. In other languages, you have many sets of pronunciations for the vowels. In English, we have so many. Okay, right now, though, we're just talking about the 10 most basic pronunciations of the vowels, and those are the long and short vowels. Basically, there are 5 short pronunciations and 5 long pronunciations. We call them long and short, but that doesn't actually mean that you're going to spend a long time pronouncing one and a short time pronouncing the other. Basically, the long vowels are the ones that sound like the names I mentioned earlier, A, E, I, O, U. So examples we would see in this list are date, fate, late. Day, a, fate, fay, a. All right. Long E, E. Pete, E. Meet, E. Meter, E. The first E in meter. Long I. Kite, I. Sight, I. Spite, I. Long O, note, O. Hope, O. Slope, O. Long U, cute, U. U. Unit, U. Unique, U. Okay? It's much, much harder to explain how the short vowels sound. That's why I made this video, part of why I made this video. The short vowels sound like this. Ah, eh, eh, oh. Okay, so short A, mat, rat, hat, sat, short E, pet, met, set, short I, hit, fit, kit, sit, spit, short O, hop, cop, slop, Notice how very different hop and hope are for us, and how very different sit and sight are for us. Also notice neither one sounds like seat, not even close. Okay? Short U, cut, nut, shut, but, hut, Okay. Now, as you've probably noticed, in English, spelling is not always regular, not always predictable. The language has notoriously unpredictable, difficult spelling that even native speakers must study for a long time to master, and many of them never master it. But not everything is irregular and crazy, because you can't have irregularity without regularity. So one of these very regular patterns relates to the short and long vowel sounds. As you might have noticed earlier, when we were talking about these long and short vowels in our list, many of these words with long vowels look like words with short vowels, but have an E at the end. The E is silent. We don't say dete, fete, late. That E is there to indicate that this word's not dat, fat, or lat. It's date, fate, and late. It makes the vowel long. So notice the same thing. Kit, add an E, becomes kite. Those words are not related at all. They just have similar letters. The E makes it I, kite. Okay? This relates to a very regular and common spelling and pronunciation principle that we're going to look at now, the doubled consonant. Remember earlier we said that a consonant is a letter that's not a vowel, one of those other 21. Okay? So doubled consonants are words like this here, fatter. The doubled consonants are not pronounced butter, fatter, cutter. They don't add any strength. The misconception that you pronounce every single letter in a language is especially bad in a language like English. We have so many silent letters, so many letters that change their sounds, so many letters that join to make different sounds. And in the case of double consonants, we have letters that affect other letters. The double consonants, as in butter, fatter, hopping, shopping, stopping, are there to influence the vowel. Okay, so basically, double consonants keep a short vowel sound. So strip, stripe. All right, those are the basic words. Notice those, stripping and striping. Okay, striping is putting stripes on things, okay? Stripping, on the other hand, is like taking your clothes off. If you're a striper, you do something with stripes. If you're a stripper, your job is taking your clothes off for money. That's not trying to be dirty. That's really what it means. All right, so when you write those, you want to write them correctly, of course, and you want to pronounce them correctly. All right. If you have two teachers and one is cute, but the other one is Paul, so he's cuter, then notice only one T because it's a long vowel. Cuter, cute, cuter. But if you want something that cuts things like a box cutter, a wire cutter, then you need two T's because it's a short vowel. Cut, cutter. We don't want it to become cut, cuter. Okay?